Senator King.
I'm hoping that quantum computing might solve the problem of having to be three places at once here at these hearings. I first want to acknowledge a new senator at the end of the dais, Senator Young. Welcome him to the committee. I'm very pleased that he's joining us, and I know he'll make a great contribution. Mr. Ratcliffe, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome. And it seems to me that you have an initial task that's a little unusual, but also very important, and that is to restore the confidence of the president-elect in the intelligence community. Before you can deliver the information that he needs to know, you need to get him to a place where he does have confidence in the judgments that are coming to him, and he's notoriously skeptical of the intelligence community. And being skeptical is not necessarily a bad thing, but I hope that's one of the first things that you can work with him on, is to make him receptive to the information and the truth that you will be providing as a result of your position.
Well, thank you, Senator. I think one of the reasons that I have this opportunity for you all to consider me for confirmation is because President Trump knows and wants me to lead with integrity, wants me to carry out the duties of the CIA as a director, to follow the law and authorities as far as it will go and no further, to protect America's national security interests.
I think that confidence that he has in you is an important asset. I just suggest rebuilding his confidence in the community is an important task. Let me move forward. Everybody's talked about telling the truth to power. Dan Coates, one of your predecessors at DNI, put it, I think, most succinctly and persuasively. He said, the mission of the intelligence community is to find the truth and tell the truth. I think that's a very good way to look at it. And we haven't talked much here today about why that's so important. I recently reread David Halberstam's book, The Best and the Brightest, a comprehensive history of Vietnam. It's heartbreaking about the intelligence failures and, frankly, intelligence manipulation that led to a great deal of that tragedy. So that's why it's so important, because skewed intelligence can equal lives lost. And you've already committed. I won't make you say so again, but I think you understand how important this is.
I do.
4 years ago, I asked you a series of yes and no questions. You answered them all correctly. I'd like to run through them once more very briefly. Would you ever ask, encourage, or support an intelligence professional adjusting his or her assessment to avoid criticism from the White House or political appointees?
No.
Would you ever change or remove content in an intelligence assessment for political reasons or at the behest of political leadership?
No.
Would you consider an individual's personal political preferences to include loyalty to the president in making a decision to hire, fire, or promote an individual?
No.
And do you commit to exclusively consider professional qualifications in IC personnel decisions without consideration of partisan or political factors?
Yes.
If you were to receive credible evidence as the director of the CIA that an individual was undermining objectivity and furthering a political agenda in the intelligence community, would you remove or discipline that person?
Yes.
Will you or any of your staff impose a political litmus test for CIA employees?
No.
Finally, if confirmed, will you reassure your workforce that loyalty tests are not allowed and not encouraged in the CIA?
I will.
Those were exactly the answers that you gave before. Thank you. One other brief question. I believe that you're the author of an important statute on cybersecurity, and I've done extensive work in that area myself. I believe that one of the great failings in national policy is the lack of a cyber deterrent strategy, that our adversaries, particularly China, feel that they can attack our telecommunication system, our electrical system, or whatever with impunity. Do you believe that it would serve the national interest to develop a declaratory cyber deterrent strategy similar to the strategy that underlies the rest of our national defense posture?
I do, Senator, and I know we share a similar view on, the threat from cyber. There's so much focus on the integrity the sovereignty and integrity of our territorial borders. But as you well know, it's invasion through our digital borders from half a world away in a few seconds and a few keystrokes that can
And
cause
it's happening every day.
so much damage. And the deterrent effect has to be that there are consequences to our adversaries when they do that. One of the things that I hope to do, if confirmed as CIA director, is to work on the development of the types of tools that will be effective in allowing us to do those things. The deployment of those capabilities, of course, would be a policy decision for others to make, but I would like to make sure that we have all of the tools necessary to go on offense against our adversaries in a cyber means.
Thank you very much. I hope you will advocate that in the councils of the national security apparatus of the administration. Thank you, Mr. Ratcliffe. I appreciate your testimony.
Sir.